right. Hi, everyone. We're going to go ahead and get started for everyone who was able to join us at 6. Thank you so much. We're going to begin with the board president, Joseph Solicito, and he's going to be speaking to you about a little overview about what we're doing today at the meeting and a review of the meeting minutes from last year. Joe, all yours.
Thank you, Amanda. First, I want to welcome all the stakeholders to our annual meeting. I believe it's our 12th year annual meeting. Things have changed, obviously. If things were different, we'd probably be in a nice room with tables and chairs and sitting down with friends and talking. Maybe a nice bowl of pasta. Probably by now I'd be on my second drink, so but I missed that. But we'll hopefully this is not the new norm, and things get better for us. One of the things we need to do is we need to first approve the minutes. One of the other things we're going to be doing is voting on board representatives. Review the bids, briefly financials, and talk about future projects and initiatives by the bid office. I was told we got a quorum, so what we could do is we can start. Hopefully everybody was able to review the minutes from last year. I believe that was Monday, October 28th, 19. And I'd like to have a motion to accept the minutes. Anybody for a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay. Now, how are we going to do the, I guess, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Are there any opposed or abstentions we know of?
No. No.
So,
We also, Joe, we put the poll up. So
Good.
for those of you who, you know, aren't quite sure or you aren't able to walk in, you can certainly use the poll to approve the meeting minutes.
We'll give you a minute to do that.
Okay, I think that's good. Go ahead.
Are we all good? Okay, that's
Yes,
good.
thank you.
Okay. Next, I believe we can go forward with the nominations, the online. We have, I believe on screen.
Actually, if we could move to the financial review.
Oh, you want to do the financials? Okay.
Financials.
Yeah, let me give you this. You have it?
I have it. Good evening, everybody. Just to let you know, as of October 1st, in Investors Bank, we have $255,535. In Apple Bank, we have $14,228. That's a little low because we did not have a festival this year. Island Federal Credit Union, where we keep our reserve accounts, is $123,490. Every year we complete a financial audit, and I'd like to introduce our accountant, Mr. Lyle Bauer, who will give you his auditing position.
Hello, thank you, Jim. So basically, the audit for June 30th, 2019, we issued a clean opinion, which was dated November 12th, 2019. And there were no audit findings, and the tax returns and the CHAR 500 were filed on time and were accepted by the IRS and by the state of New York. I encourage everyone to go through the financials for June 30, 2019, review them. Again, if you have any questions, you could please email or call the office here. And the audit for June 30, 2020 is currently underway, and we will be finalizing that by the end of the year deadline to New York City.
Thank you, Lyle. I want to remind everybody that our audited financials are on our website, and the new ones, as soon as Lyle completes the audit, will also be on our website. Amanda?
Yes, thank you. So up next, our next order of business is that we are going to be voting on our new board slate. So I'd like to introduce our Vice President, Issa Masood, who is the owner of Baladi Supermarket. Issa?
Thank you, Amanda. And, good evening to everybody. It's my pleasure to present the new board slate for your Bay Ridge Fifth Avenue bid representatives. This year, the voting will be done as an online poll. You'll see the poll appear on your screen for each class of representatives. For anyone who experiences an issue voting, you can reach out directly to the bid office to ensure your vote is counted. We'll provide bid contact details immediately following the vote. So now we'll be voting for Class A orchard property owners. If you are a Fifth Avenue property owner, please cast your vote. If you are not a Class A property owner, you may select I am not a property owner. Thank you.
Moment. We're going to give them one more moment. It looks like a couple more are voting.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
All right.
All right, go ahead.
So now we will vote for the Class B, which are merchant representatives. If you are a Fifth Avenue merchant, please cast your vote. If you're not a Fifth Avenue merchant, you may select I am not a merchant.
All right, thank you.
We currently have a vacancy for our resident board member. If you're interested in joining the board as a resident, please reach out. Thanks, and the bid office will review the votes and confirm that we have approved board of directors.
Thank you, Issa.
You're welcome.
So we've done the business that is absolutely required, and now what we'd like to do is share a little bit of what we've been doing and what we're looking forward to. Joe?
Yes, I'm okay. Yes, well, I'd like to introduce, could you elaborate on that, I guess, Amanda, with regards to the,
Yeah, absolutely. So
Yeah,
we're going to be sharing a little bit about what we've been doing with the Avenue NYC grant, and then also just the way that we've been handling the COVID-19 response, and future projects and different things that have been happening on the Avenue. So actually, we can jump right in if you don't mind. And I'd like to introduce Michael Devine, our Avenue NYC program manager. Michael is running all the programming and initiatives of our Avenue NYC grant. We're currently in our second year of a 3-year grant, and I'm really grateful for the additional resources and very proud of the work that Michael's accomplished so far. Michael, I'll let you take it away.
Hello, everybody. Can you hear me?
yeah, we're good, Mike.
All right, great. It looks like we're getting through this Zoom pretty good. So far, so good. So I'm going to give you some updates on what I've been doing with the grant. So during the first year of the grant, I focused primarily on conducting a commercial district needs assessment, or what we call a CDNA. And the purpose of this study is to collect data about the business environment, consumer habits, and the physical condition of Bay Ridge's commercial corridors. And we looked at 3rd Avenue, 5th Avenue, 86th Street, and south of 86th Street. We've used the data to identify the strengths, challenges, and opportunities for the district and to provide a roadmap for the district's programming needs. The final report is a collaboration with the NYC Department of Small Business Services and is to be released and shared with the public and available on our website within the next few weeks. The report will contain summarized data from 150 merchant surveys and 350 consumer surveys, as well as neighborhood demographics, traffic data, consumer spending trends, inventory of all the businesses in the districts, and also storefront and streetscape observations. Feedback on our preliminary data from a variety of local organizations helped shape our broad understanding of the strengths, challenges, and opportunities for the district. One of our early action projects is the Focus on Fifth program. We're working with Christine Medina at the CM brand. We connected 11 of our merchants on Fifth Avenue with direct digital marketing, website, and branding assistance. And despite the challenges posed by in-person assistance during the pandemic, Christine worked diligently and creatively to provide the merchants with the services they needed. It was very challenging. This was during the time, we really implemented this right as the pandemic was hitting. So we kind of had to improvise, and I think she did a great job. And this program is going to be ongoing, and we're going to focus on the next year for doing web development for our merchants and on creating online instructional videos covering a variety of digital marketing tips and practices. Next up for the programming was our very popular Arts on the Avenue initiative. We believe that bringing more arts and cultural programming to Fifth Avenue will generate more interest in the district and drive foot traffic to the avenue. Additionally, this type of programming will enhance the aesthetic appeal of the streetscape and provide a more visually exciting experience of the avenue, ultimately helping to improve the quality of life in the community. In collaboration with Building Brooklyn Street Arts and Stand For Gallery, and through generous sponsorships from Sherwin-Williams, Councilman Brannon, and Senator Gennardis' offices, we were able to have 11 of our benches decorated by local artists, and also in collaboration with Building Brooklyn Street Art, local artist Nicole Stewart brightened 6 of our outdoor dining barriers with her artistic skills. In many ways, we see our arts and cultural programming working together with our events. For example, we will be using our project with the benches to spearhead events along the avenue. One of these events is called Street Moments, and this will be a series of tactical takeovers of Fifth Avenue corners. These brief impromptu moments, if you will include pop-up art walks, street musicians, and other activities. Our October pilot event featured local artists and students from Adelphi Academy displaying their masterpieces. We also partnered with local businesses Skinflints and Sherwin-Williams to host street musicians. We had a lemonade stand and a prize table. We've also hosted our first annual virtual costume contest. We had contestants we're having a party shop where we took their headshots, and then they chose from a selection of images of movie and TV characters. And then we superimposed their face onto those images and then put those images online for an online polling. And then the winners would receive gift certificates from local businesses that we incorporated within the contest. So we'd like to thank, obviously, We're Having a Party, Chocolat Plus, Brooklyn Art and Frame, and Bay Ridge Bakery for participating in this event with us. And last but not least, we've begun several new projects that aim to enhance our ability to communicate critical information to merchants and property owners while also marketing the district to the community. The Fifth Avenue Community Advocate is our new e-newsletter and blog that features updates from the bid, important local news, business spotlights, resources for merchants, and announcements from the community. Our subscriber list is growing by the day. Additionally, local news outlets have been using our communications as a source of information for their reporting, giving the bid a voice and shaping the narrative about Fifth Avenue in a positive way. And finally, in 2021, we're going to be rolling out our new podcasts and accompanying YouTube videos featuring interviews with local characters and merchants. Thanks for listening, and I'd like to turn it over back to Amanda.
Sure.
Okay, Mike, can I just ask you a question, Mike?
Sure, go for it.
Yeah, who's that person with the tiger?
that was me going as Joe Exotic.
All right, I like that. Very good. Well done. I'm going to be Thor. Is that right?
That's right. I'll get you in the costume. You'll see.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, we had a lot of fun with the virtual costume contest for sure.
I don't see your picture up there, man. What happened?
Oh, it was. If you go back, I was Wonder Woman.
You were. I thought you were the one with the Star Wars.
I was a couple of them.
Okay, all right.
So, we really have been very fortunate to increase our reach and our programming with Avenue NYC, which is a grant through SBS. And so we're very grateful to keep that going and are really looking forward to all the new projects. So, of course, as you know, this year has been unique and difficult. The pandemic, which shut down a lot of our local businesses, created an unprecedented hardship. The bid refocused our priorities to become much more than a resource for our merchants. So many of our businesses needed help understanding the ever-changing rules and guidance on, they needed financial assistance to stay afloat. The Fifth Avenue bid worked tirelessly to be their advocate and a partner, and we really listened to them. We had a collection of resources on our website, social media. They were updated daily with new grants, government programs, and all the new rules. Every merchant received some sort of direct communication from the bid office, and we listened to their concerns and followed through to help them as best as we could. During the closures, we created the Bay Ridge Small Business Coalition, which brought all the Bay Ridge merchants together to brainstorm, offer support, and speak directly with our local politicians. Our partnership with Start Small, Think Big provided businesses with pro bono legal and financial services. To date, over 20 Fifth Avenue store owners have utilized this service to apply for government grants and no interest loans, and also determine what other resources they have available to meet their individual needs. I'd like to take just a moment here to thank my bid colleagues. Start Small, Think Big came to us through the North Flatbush Business Improvement District. And I think one of the often overlooked benefits of a bid is the community. We care for our neighborhoods, but we also help each other out, and we strive to work with other commercial corridors. This network is really invaluable and continues to be a source of support. In fact, we have other bids on the call with us today, so I just want to say a big thank you to everyone. We couldn't do it without you. In the last 3 months, the bid also provided over 50,000 disposable masks. We've provided face shields, digital thermometers, signage, customer appreciation postcards, and social distancing floor stickers. We created a listing and map of businesses as they opened and helped market those providing essential services to the community. Additionally, we worked with some local artists, Alicia Dejamer, to paint window murals that brightened the avenue and provided a message of hope. As we began to slowly open, the rules continued to change. We walked the corridor with the Brooklyn Chamber to discuss individual pain points with our merchants and ensure they had all additional services that they needed. And we will continue to do so as we move through this pandemic. Of course, throughout all this, the bid also had a duty to continue and improve upon the current services offered. We maintained and improved our street furniture, updated our corner planters, provided security services at various hours, and collected more garbage than ever before, sadly. This year, to address avenue cleanliness, the board voted in favor of working with a new vendor, block by block. I am very happy to report that we have received hours of weeding, painting, and power washing to improve our commercial corridor. And a big thanks to Block by Block and their entire team for all their hard work. It makes a big difference. However, and I'd just like to point out on this slide, you can see some of the difference right in front of you in terms of the painting and the garbage collecting. And everyone who's been walking down Fifth Avenue has really noticed a difference. Again, unfortunately, we have noticed an increase in illegal dumping. And I'm sure many of you have if you've been on Fifth Avenue. So we recently did walk the avenue with Community Board 10, Justin Brennan, and DSNY to discuss this illegal dumping issue and ways to improve cleanliness. I bring this up because you can help us. You can help us by reporting these issues directly to 311 and contacting the bid office. We're taking a very hard stance on this and hoping to get things nice and clean. So as we prep the street for more foot traffic, we're also looking at unique ways to engage with the public and share the beauty of what makes Fifth Avenue so special. This year, we launched a virtual legacy audio tour. Several merchants worked with our Neighborhood 360 fellow to document their stories. The audio tour allows customers to get to know our merchants and the role that they play in our community. One such business is the Bay Ridge Bakery, who shared their story about growing up in the family business and Nick's passion for community service. And next up, legacy businesses are very important, but we also like to celebrate the new businesses that call Fifth Avenue home. Next slide. Thank you. I am so happy to report that we continue to see amazing new businesses open, and we welcomed a new grocery store, coffee shop, Us All, which specializes in Yemeni honey, and Amiri Fashions. We wish them a lot of success. It was really our pleasure to utilize our marketing efforts to help these new businesses, as well as continue to represent all of our unique and wonderful stores and restaurants. We truly believe you can find it all on Fifth. There is an excellent variety of services and shops to meet all your needs. And throughout the mandated closures, we've received many calls and emails from residents asking about their favorite spots. With the help of Brick, we created a short video discussing what folks missed most and what they were looking forward to once the stores reopened. So what I'd like to move on to is to talk a little bit about, the unique nature of our businesses and the work we're doing with them, which garnered a lot of recent publicity. As Michael mentioned, we strive to tell the story of the Avenue and what makes each business important. Recently, we've seen a lot of interest in our bid initiatives, which provided a lot of much needed positive press. As we continue to tell the story of our small businesses, I know many of you worry about the future and how we will keep Fifth Avenue strong. One business that has remained closed is our beloved Alpine Movie Theater. It is the only movie theater in Bay Ridge and is such an important part of our commercial corridor. I am very happy to report that the Alpine will not only reopen, but it'll be better than ever. We do have a video of the Alpine. We aren't going to try it, but we do have a video that we will share with the community that shows the extensive renovations that he's doing. Nick, who owns the Alpine, is extremely committed to Fifth Avenue. He's committed to making the movie theater great. And he is understanding that he's not going to be open anytime soon. So he really wants to make sure that when they do open, it's just beautiful and state of the art. And I can tell you those pictures are gorgeous. Please make sure to come back and do the video. I'll send links to everyone via email after the meeting. So, I take a lot of pride in representing our merchants and property owners because each of them fight hard and continue to give back to the community. Despite the hard road ahead, we are strong. The bid is making plans for Small Business Saturday. We're going to have a festive holiday season on 5th. We are starting the podcast and working with local businesses such as PC's Bar and Grill on Thanksgiving food collection and Christmas toy drive. I mean, our merchants just continue to give, and that's why the bid is going to continue to work hard. I really want to thank the amazing bid staff, Michael and Elizabeth. Absolutely none of this would be possible without you. And I really want to thank you all, our community partners, our board of directors, merchants, property owners, and residents. I really appreciate that you took the time to join us for our annual meeting. Under normal circumstances, this would be the part where we conclude with dinner, drinks, networking. This isn't exactly normal times, but I hope we can find ways to continue to connect. We may not be in the same room, but we are all in this together. And so I just wanted to say again, thank you to everyone. I really appreciate that you joined us today, and I'm really looking forward to continuing the hard work for you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
We need a motion to close the meeting.
Sure. Okay, I think I heard
Motion to
Joe.
close.
Yes, I think I heard Joe say motion. Do you want a second, Isa?
Second.
Okay. All right, thank you. It's been an unusual meeting, but I promise we're going to keep Fifth Avenue very strong. Please reach out to the office anytime, and just know that we're your partner. Thank you, everybody. Good night.